Hello, Natalie with Energetic Essence. Today I want to talk to you about being aware of your internal state throughout the day and how to live a more inspired, intuitive, guided life. So one of the first things that is really helpful to do is just throughout the day be aware of what you're feeling inside your body. Are you feeling stressed or anxious? And a really helpful thing that has helped me so much is to slow down. Slow down everything I do. Slow down the way I speak. Slow down the way I move. Never allowing myself to rush has helped me immensely. To keep me in that present moment where whatever it is I'm doing, if I'm walking, all I'm doing is walking. I'm not thinking 10 steps ahead of what I'm going to do in 10 minutes or tomorrow or the next day. I'm not in the past. I'm just right in the moment. If I'm doing the dishes, I'm filling the water. I'm looking at the dish. I'm just being really present with everything that I'm doing. Slowing down. Sometimes I will find myself kind of rushing when I feel my stomach get all tight and I have to relax and let go. I'm like, why am I rushing? Where am I trying to get to? This is my life. The present moment is all we have. So each thing we're doing, every moment, that's it. And we do not want to end up getting to the end of our life and realizing all I have done is been in the future or in the past. I was hardly present for my entire life. And everything I say, I always am telling myself that I want to slow down and be present. Walk a little slower, talk a little slower, move a little slower. And when you slow everything down, it's so much easier to just be in the moment. If you're with someone, you're looking them in the eyes, you're listening to what they're saying, you are with them. Who knows when you will see that person again? You just never know when our last moments are. So when you're with someone, be with them. Be with them fully and embrace every word, every hug, every moment that you have with the beautiful people that you love. Slow down. Also, to be aware, we want to feel as good as we can right now. We really want to feel as good as we can all the time. Being in this human body, our beautiful big spirits being kind of shoved down into this small human body, how can we feel good? Think about in your mind, in your life, how much time are you spending thinking about the past, worrying about things, or just running over and over again in your mind things that have already happened in the past. And our subconscious mind does not know the difference between something that has happened in the past and something that's happening right now. So when we bring up something, maybe something awful that's happened to us, and we talk about it and we breathe emotion and life into it again and again and again, it's never going to fade away. Because our heart rate goes up, our blood pressure, all of those physical sensations and things that happened in our body when the actual thing happened, whether it was a car wreck or an injury or someone did something awful to you, your body's reliving it every time you bring it up. And there is definitely a time and place to purge it from your body, to talk about it, to feel the emotion, to let it out. But eventually you need to be done. You need to say, I've talked about it for the last 5 years, I'm done. I've talked about it for the last week, I'm done. And when it comes up, get present again and don't give it any more life. And it will fade from you. It will release from you. So that breathing life into the past is not what we want. Do we want to create something new in our life, or do we want to keep creating the same things over and over again, making our future a copy of our past? That's not something that we want to do. And the emotions of guilt and regret and anger and shame are a lot of times emotions from the past. So just be aware of how this type of feeling and being in the past plays in your life. Now also think about how much time you spend in the future. Worry and anxiety and fear are all emotions of the future. Oh, what if this happens? That what if syndrome. What if I fail? Or what if they don't like me? Or what if they don't accept this? It's all, almost all the time, lies. Waste of imagination. We have this beautiful imagination. Use it to create beautiful things in your life. So letting go of that future and thinking about and focusing on what you do want in your life and letting go and taking that energy away from those things that you don't want. And just taking time when it takes practice and we have to kind of correct ourselves and do it again and again, but we can do this. And then realizing how much time am I spending in the present moment? Right here with a clear, quiet mind, just breathing, just relaxing, just being here right now. Eckhart Tolle is one of the most beautiful souls that talks about being in that present moment. His book, The Power of Now, is something that has been really beneficial to me. And that's something, if you haven't read it, you might want to at least get on YouTube and listen to some of his remarks that he, does on there. So that's a good one as well. And just making sure that when you're in the present moment, there's no resistance. When you relax, there's no resistance to creating and inspiring and receiving that intuition and guidance that is right there for you. In The Power of Now, Eckhart also talks, he says, there is a vast realm of intelligence beyond our thoughts. There's so much more than what we have in this little mind of ours. And if we can let that go and tap into the infinite, we see the bigger picture. It's kind of like when you're snorkeling and you only see this much. I even snorkeled one time with a shark and I never saw it. That's how limited our thinking is when we just stay in our little minds. We don't see a big shark swim right underneath us because we're just seeing this. But when we can expand to see it all and open to all of the possibilities, it's so much more, just so much more. And then in The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill, he says, every thought that has ever been released is still in existence, in the ether, passing around and around in a great endless circle. We really have access to all of the knowledge that's ever been here, that ever will be. It's all out there for us. And I want to give you and talk about 4 simple steps to tap into that infinite divine intelligence that's there for us all the time. And so the number one thing is when we want to create something in our life, we need to know what it is we want to create, first of all, but we need to quiet our mind. So just quieting our mind, and I want to read a couple of little paragraphs here from Eckhart Tolle's book, The Power of Now. He says, not to be able to stop thinking is a dreadful affliction, but we don't realize this because almost everyone is suffering from it. So it is considered normal. But to be continually thinking is not normal. It's not who we really are. We are not our mind. We are the watcher behind our thoughts. Our spirit, our soul can sit back and watch the thoughts go by. And that helps us to know that we are not our thoughts. We are so much more than those thoughts that are usually habitual, and they come in and we have really a lot of the time nothing to do with them. And most of the time they're so unhelpful as well. Another quote from Eckhart Tolle, you derive your sense of self from the content and activity of your mind because you believe that you would cease to be if you stopped thinking. And that is some people's mentality. If they stop thinking, then that's what makes us human, is the fact that we think. I don't believe that. I think what makes us human is the fact that we don't need to think. We can when we need to, but most of the time, we don't need to. If we want beautiful, inspiring ideas, we need to quiet our mind and allow space for that inspiration to come through. And then the last quote I want to read, thinking is only a small aspect of consciousness. Thought cannot exist without consciousness, but consciousness does not need thought. So just knowing that the thoughts in our mind, just keep yourself separate from those thoughts. They really are not who you are. Then once you have had a quiet mind and you can sit down and relax into your body, sometimes you can do what is called a mini meditation. And all that is closing your eyes for 1 minute and taking 4 comfortable deep breaths. Just go ahead and do that with me. In through the nose, out through the mouth, relaxing your muscles. Relaxing with every breath. In through the nose, relaxing, breathing it out. One more. Relaxing the body, so important. And that was just 1 minute. Not even 1 minute. That's 4 deep breaths. And then if you can really do that presently and relaxing, that can bring you into that present moment. So important to have a quiet mind if you want to receive guidance and ideas and inspiration, answers to things that you need. And then, of course, knowing what it is that you want, asking for what you want to create in your life. If you have a health issue, teach me, show me how to heal my body. How can I heal my body? What does my body need? Show me how to heal my body. Show me how to feel good now. anything that it is that you want to create in your life, think about what that is, and that's so important. Write down some ideas of what you want. What do you want to create in your health? What do you want to create in relationships? Do you want to eat a different way? Do you want to exercise more? Would you like to travel a little bit more? What that you want. I'd love to go see Italy. I'd love to go to the Bahamas. I'd love to go to wherever it is you want to go. And then asking, guide me on how to accomplish what it is that I want to accomplish. And then it's so important, after you have quieted your mind and you've figured out what it is you want, is to listen. And a lot of times these answers can come in the most amazing ways. They can come through different people. They can come through an idea or a thought that comes into your mind. It's maybe a book that you read. And I have this rule: if I hear something or get a hit of something 3 times, then I need to pay attention and take action on it. So if something, I've had different books come into my life. Someone says something, then someone else does, then I hear it somewhere else. I'm like, okay, 3 times, I'm doing it. So just listening, and it might come through another person, like I said, just who knows how the answer is going to come in. But just be open to the beautiful synchronicities, the people, the situations and circumstances that are going to start coming into your life when you slow down, know what you want, and just kind of watch for the clues. It makes life more fun and more playful because there really are little clues that come to you as you're paying attention. And then the last thing, of course, when you get these guidances and these inspirations and ideas, take action. Give them a try. If you think of doing something, do it. Try it. Because the more you can take action, the more that's going to come into you, because now you're showing she's asking, she's listening, she's taking action. Let's give her more, or him. Let's give them more, because they are acting on what they're being given. And it's so much more fun and fulfilling to be able to live a more inspired life. To know that the answers are coming in and giving you that broader perspective to just live a more fulfilled, fun life. So hopefully some of these ideas have been beneficial for you. So get out there and take some inspired action. Slow down, take your time, and be present. Have a great day.